inherited something from someone, only to regret it for the rest of your life? Sometimes, the things left behind aren't just memories or possessions. Sometimes, it's a secret. Sometimes a curse. And sometimes, it's a shadow that follows you home. This is a story of a boy, a lonely house, a haunted forest, and a diary that should have never been opened. Turn off the lights, wear your headphones, and listen till the end, because what you don't see might already be standing outside your door. Arman had lived his whole life in the bustling city, cars honking, buildings rising, and dreams expanding. But one cold winter morning, he got a call. His grandfather had passed away. They were never too close, but the old man left something behind. His countryside home, 15 miles from the city, deep into the snowy woods. Not just the house, but all his land and belongings too. At first, Arman thought to sell it. But then, curiosity took over. Why not go spend a few days there? Why did his grandfather live alone, so far from everyone? He drove through snow-covered roads, passing empty farmlands and thick black trees, till he reached it, the old cottage. It looked abandoned. Snow covered the front lawn and the giant park beside it. The house stood alone, wrapped in silence. Behind it, a thick, dark forest whispered with wind and shadows. Arman entered. Dust, spiderwebs, old photographs. But something felt off. The air didn't smell old. It smelled watched. He spent the day cleaning and settling in. The house groaned with every step, but it was still peaceful. Until 1 a.m. that night, a soft melody floated in through the wind. A harmonia, gentle, old, distant. Arman froze. He stepped to the window. Nothing, just white snow. Probably a neighbor, he whispered, but he hadn't seen another house for miles. The next day, while exploring the house, he found an old wooden trunk in the attic. Inside, there was a rusty revolver and a stack of dusty diaries tied together with red thread. He took the gun, but didn't bother with the diaries. Big mistake. That night, again at 1 a.m., the harmonia began, but this time, it was closer. Then, footsteps, slow, crunching through snow. He peeked outside. Nothing. Suddenly, knock. A loud, deliberate knock on the front door. He shouted, "Who's there?" No response. The sound of someone trying every door echoed through the hallways. Arman ran to his phone and called the police. The dispatcher said, "Sir, we're 40 minutes away. Just lock the doors and stay inside. We'll send a unit in the morning." He checked every bolt and sat awake all night clutching the gun. Morning came. Arman stepped outside. Snow covered the yard in eerie silence, except for the dozens of footprints circling the house. He followed them until they vanished at the edge of the forest. The police came, took notes, searched the area, but found nothing. One officer warned, "Countryside plays tricks on the mind, but keep the doors locked. If it happens again, call us right away." That night, 1 a.m., the harmonia whispered again. Arman waited, gun in hand. Knock. He didn't speak, just listened. Footsteps around the back. But this time, he saw him. Through the glass back door, a man stood there, skin pale, eyes dark, face stretched unnaturally with a smile that didn't belong on any living face. The man stared at Arman through the glass. Arman pointed the gun, fired, but the man didn't flinch. He simply backed away, still smiling, and vanished into the woods. The next morning, Arman picked up the diary and began reading. His grandfather had written, "He comes with the harmonia. Do not open the door. Once you let him in, he never leaves. He smiled at me in 1978. I locked the doors, hid the diaries. He wants to be invited, but even if he walks away, he stays with you." It wasn't that the man stayed inside the house, it was that he stayed inside your mind. The diary warned, the forest feeds him, the mirror reveals him, but nothing can stop him once he chooses you. 2 days passed, nothing happened, but on the third night, the front door was open. Arman hadn't unlocked it. Inside, in the shadows, stood the smiling man. He didn't move, he didn't blink, just stood there, grinning. Arman fired again. The man vanished, not outside, into the house. That was the final straw. Arman ran, drove to the city, and refused to come back alone. The next day, Arman returned with police. The house was open again, but this time his belongings had moved, and on the floor, the broken harmonia. He changed every lock, packed, and left forever. He put the house up for sale, but he never stepped foot inside again. In the very last page of the final diary, his grandfather had written, "If he smiled at you, he's yours now. He may leave your house, but never your soul." If this story gave you chills, imagine living it. Would you stay in that house? Let us know in the comments. Like this video if you heard the harmonia in your head. Subscribe for more horror stories based on real legends and nightmares. Hit the bell icon, or next time he might knock on your door at 1 a.m. Until then, don't listen to the music, don't open the door, and never trust the smile.